It was a dark, chilly Halloween night. Three friends, Max, Liam, and Oliver, were getting ready for a night of trick-or-treating. They'd ordered costumes from a shady website, enticed by the site's reviews claiming the costumes were unbelievably realistic. Max picked a black robe with a pumpkin for a head. Liam chose a monstrous boar costume complete with tusks, and Oliver went with a skeleton suit that looked like decayed bones draped in aged, torn fabric as the clock struck midnight. The three friends set out, dressed in their eerie outfits, knocking on doors and collecting candy. But with each stop, they felt something strange changing within them. Max noticed his pumpkin head felt heavy, and when he tried to pull it off, he realized it was fused to his skin. Liam cried out as long, sharp tusks started protruding from his mouth, and his face began to thicken with rough, bristly skin, resembling a real boar's hide. Oliver looked at his hands and saw bare, bony fingers, almost as if they were merging with his costume. At first, they thought it was some kind of twisted prank, but panic set in as they realized it was no illusion. They were trapped inside these monstrous forms. Max's laughter turned to horror when a strange, dark fire seemed to spark within him, his pumpkin eyes glowing with a wicked light. Liam began to grunt and snort, his hands now rough hooves, and Oliver heard the eerie creak of bones shifting in his skeletal form. They bolted for home, but anyone who saw them either slammed their doors shut or ran off in fear, convinced these creatures were real monsters come to life. When the boys didn't return by morning, their parents grew worried and started searching everywhere. Finally, a neighbor mentioned seeing three strange creatures lurking near the woods. The parents, horrified, realized these were their own children. They managed to bring them home, but the curse wouldn't let go. They tried everything. Local doctors were baffled, horrified by the boys' transformation. The flesh on their faces, hands, and bodies seemed to be solidifying, fusing with their terrifying costumes. Desperate, their parents reached out to psychics, local mystics, anyone who might have a cure, but no one knew how to break the curse. Days went by as the parents scoured every lead they could find, but eventually, word spread about these living monsters. A shadowy organization involved in paranormal research caught wind of the strange story. One night, a convoy of black, unmarked cars arrived at their home. Masked agents dragged the boys away and locked them in reinforced steel cages. The parents tried to intervene, but they were shoved aside, warned to keep quiet. Max, Liam, and Oliver, their spirits broken, were helpless as the agents hauled them away. The boys, knowing their fate was sealed, were left to a life of captivity, victims of the bizarre experiments that awaited them. The last time their parents saw them, none of the three could even speak anymore. The skeleton, the boar, and the pumpkin-headed figure remained, just hollow shells of the boys they had once been.